Oh my God, get the net. What's going on, everybody? Thank you for swinging by, checking out the channel. Make sure to click that subscribe button, ring that bell, give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Today we're going to go through how I set up my baitcaster, how I tie my line on, how I set the brakes on it. You know, a baitcaster, you've got two sets of brakes as well as your drag. I'm going to go over how I personally set them up. I've done it for years since I learned, and it works great. Alright, we're going to start out. I'll show you how I tie my line on here. I mean, it's pretty simple. There's several different knots you can use. Really, the simplest one I found was a double overhand knot. Now, I mean, there's two ways you can go about this. This is how I usually do it. You're going to run your line through the guide on your worm gear, your baitcaster. You're just going to grab a hold of it. You're going to run it down through in front of the spool, and then you're going to go right beside of the reel. You're going to turn around, and you're going to come straight back up. That's one way. Or you can pull your pin out of these things, the brakes on the brake side, just flips up, your spool comes off. Now, you've got your spool out here next to it, you've got access to it. You can tie it on that way. I don't usually do this. Just simpler just for me to tie it while it's in the reel. All I do is just tie a simple and easy double overhand knot. If I can get it lined up there. Cinch it down real good. Give it a little pull there. Make sure it's good and tight. You want to leave about maybe 1/4 of an inch of a tag on there. A little less. Stick your spool back in. Put your reel back together. And there you have it. That's right in the center. And it folds up nicely. Now when you're spooling one of these, just like any other reel, make sure to keep a good amount of tension on your line. That way it'll lay flat against each other. It'll lay flat on the spool. And that way later on down the road, when you hook onto that 5-6 pound fish, it's not going to be eating into itself and digging down in towards the spool. You've got a firm, strong layer right there on it. Now I'm not going to put much on this one. This is just to show you guys how I do it. Usually when I fill one up, I'll run 17 pound line. This is 14, so it's a little bit smaller lines. This is mono line. I run fluoro on almost everything. Usually I'll spool one up to where you got about maybe 1/8 of an inch showing on your spool. That gives you plenty of line. You get hung up, you can cut your line, do what you need to, and still have line left over so you're not out on the boat or out on the bank, wherever you fish at, trying to re-spool your line. Now that we've got the line spooled up, when you hold one of these, these are really low profile reels. It's not like your big Zebco 33 spin cast, things like that. They're real low to the pole, and I've got baby hands. Just cup the bottom of the reel, just like so. You want to put this finger over here on the line. That way you can feel all the bites, the nibbles. You know, you be amazed at how much you can feel just by having your finger on the line. I like to keep my thumb right about here to just support it. And that gives you, you know, just like so. Alright, on a baitcaster, you've got your drag. And this is what I call the slow speed brake. Then you've got your high speed brake. And when you're setting one of these up, you want to put both brakes as tight as they'll go. And what you want to do is just release it and slowly back your brake off until your weight falls to the ground and hits without causing a backlash. Then give it a nice little cast. I know you guys can't see that, but it pulls to the left really bad. So that's when you want to go to your high speed side and back it off one click at a time. And if it keeps pulling to the left, back it off one more. Once you get to go straight, then you can start backing your low speed off. Because when you back your high speed off too much and leave your low speed tight, it's going to go to the right. And you pretty much just repeat the process over and over and over again until you're casting anywhere from 30 to 40 foot with just a simple flick of the wrist. And if you set these things up right, you'll never backlash them. And if it's your first time and you're throwing a little weight like this, you know, it's hard to see. You can get you some green spray paint or orange spray paint, something that's fluorescent and shiny, and paint your weight so you can see it. Because you do have to, you know, thumb it just a little bit. You want to keep just a small, slight pressure on the spool with your thumb. That way, if you're like me, you sling it out there, you hit the pole on the light pole on the boat, you smack the motor, you smack the windshield of the boat, you hit a tree. I spend more time hitting crap than I do the water. There's days that you have that you can't get it right. And see, I know you guys can't see it, but that's going out there probably 40, 50 foot. I'm not even putting no effort behind it. But if you guys like it, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Ring that bell. Tell me what you guys think. Let me know what other videos you guys want to see. I hope this one helps. And we will see you guys in the next video.